Good morning. What's going on, everybody? I'm trying to set up my camera here on my truck. It wants to slide around. Have it plugged in, but there you go. I gotta take the turns a little easy. So, I believe it was Monday, I disclosed my starting and goal weight. Or actually my finish, well, I wouldn't say finish because I think I'm still gonna keep on going. So yeah, I started almost 5 months ago at 281 pounds, and Monday I got on the scale. Was it Monday? Or I can't remember, maybe it was, I can't remember, gotta go back, Sunday or Monday. I got up in the morning and I was down to 198, and I think it was over the weekend, and I decided to have a celebratory dinner, which consisted of pizza, chicken wings, gelato, and I'm not gonna say it was a bad idea because I know my body when it comes to pizza, and pizza is like my biggest kryptonite. That and the fact that I'm older, and even when I was younger, salt would always kind of blow me up. So that being said, over the last 5 months, I started realizing, really figuring things out with my body. Number one, different times of eating during the day. It's one thing to count your calories and be in a calorie deficit every day. It's another thing to manage the times of the day that you're gonna finish eating, or you're gonna start and finish eating. And in the grocery industry, your schedule's a little bit all over the place. I was pretty consistent there for a while. So I would get up in the morning and I would have my breakfast, oatmeal and banana and whatever. And then I would have my protein bar, my snacks before lunch, just to keep myself from overeating when it came time for me to have my lunch, and it usually consisted of a sandwich. Low calorie bread, a ham and low calorie cheese, and that was basically how I was doing it up until I got off work, and then I would come home and have another lunch. So because I'd start at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd go to lunch at around 8:30 a.m. and that's 4.5 hours into my shift. Then I'd get off at 12:30, come home, and I'd be hungry, so I'd have something to eat. So in the morning, I'd try to eat a decent sized breakfast, and lunch, I'd eat a decent sized lunch, and I would choose whether or not to work out after that lunch and then have dinner. Well, I've noticed that if I ate an early dinner, like around 4:30, and then worked out at 5:30, and then maybe had a little snack like an apple or something like that, the weight loss process would still be in effect. I'd get on the scale the next day and I'd have some pretty good results. Now, that didn't always work. Sometimes I would eat that and then I wouldn't lose any weight. So then sometimes I would get a little aggressive. I would eat by 4:30. I would have my lunch. I'd have a second lunch around 1:30. I'd have my dinner at 4:30, and then I wouldn't eat anything after that. I would have water, or flavored water, whatever it may be. After my workout, I'd have a workout for about 45 minutes, depending if I was running or if I was on the treadmill. It all really depends on the day and how I feel, how my body's feeling. I haven't ran in probably several days, but last time I ran, I did great, felt great. But with the time change, it really made things a little more difficult to get out and go for a run. So I decided to keep it indoors and get on the treadmill and do an incline. So what I did was I would not eat after 4:30, and I would drink. And then I'd get on the scale the next day, and because I fasted for so long, like 12 hours, almost 12 hours, I take that back. About 11 hours, let's just call it. I'd get on the scale and I would lose weight. But I couldn't do that every single day. It just wasn't sustainable long term. I did it periodically. So I guess you could call that somewhat intermittent fasting. I don't know all the details of intermittent fasting, but for me, going without food from 4:30 till about 3 o'clock, 3:15 in the morning, that's about 11 hours, a little under 11 hours of not having any food. So I don't know what is what is considered fasting and how many hours, because I don't know that much about it. But to me, that's fasting. Anytime you go to bed and sleep for anywhere from 5 to 8 hours and you haven't eaten, that's fasting. Your body hasn't eaten anything. I always feel like when I go to bed, I'm a little heavier from the calories from that day. But when I wake up the next morning, I get out of bed, I am significantly thinner. I feel lighter. My stomach is sucked in. Your body just burned off those calories that were sitting inside your belly, or what was left, burned them off in your sleep. It's pretty amazing how your body works. You're also a little bit dehydrated because you haven't had any fluids. So that's another thing. You sleep for anywhere from 5 to 8 hours. You have no food, no water. You're getting up. You've burned probably 300-400 calories just in your sleep alone. A couple hundred calories from the previous day and a couple hundred calories into the morning when you're sleeping. Then you get up and if you're off, you have a choice. You either eat, let it settle, and then work out, or do like I do, where I work out on an empty stomach. And that'll give me some good results when I hop back on the scale. Yes, I know I'm burning off water weight, but I'm also burning off fat too. It's all working together, because I've had some really good results from doing it that way. So you can try things a different way. Nothing is engraved in stone. You have to do what works best for your body, and it takes a few months to understand how that works. So my point is, you got to really have patience on the process. If you're not going to exercise patience, it's not going to work, because you're going to revert back to the things you were doing before. So my advice is this: start out with calorie counting. There's so much you have to keep track of that you're going to get overwhelmed if you start counting protein, start counting carbs, start counting calories, start budgeting which foods have too much sugar in them. Make it easy. Make it easy on yourself. Start out enjoying this process. Start with calorie counting. And no, I don't mean eat a slice of cake because it's 500 calories and you made your calories for the day. I mean, make smart choices. Fruit, vegetables, protein, meats, that kind of stuff. Stay away from the pastas, the breads, the tortillas, that kind of stuff. Pizza. Stay away from that for a while. Stay away from a lot of sugar. I'm not saying you can't have any of that stuff. What I'm saying is, in the first couple months of your transitioning from an unhealthy body to a healthy body, you really want to focus on clean eating, a clean diet, what you're putting in your body and then what you're putting out, meaning your exercise. So when I first started and I was going hard, I was taking in 1,500 calories roughly, and then I was burning over 3,000 calories. I knew that if I burned if I was taking 1,500 calories and I burned at least 2,000, 2,500 calories, I was always in a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit. But I decided to get more aggressive, push my workouts a little more. And granted, I was at 281 pounds. I wasn't going to run for my life, so I walked and I would hike. I'd do occasional hike with the wife. And I was burning a lot of calories. So that's what worked for me. I'm not saying that what I'm doing is, an absolute plan, because it's cringeworthy for fitness professionals, I'm sure, but it does make sense. Because I do eat and I am healthy. My numbers are fantastic. My cholesterol is great. My triglycerides are great. My blood pressure is great. My heart rate is fantastic. 48, 45 beats a minute. Testosterone is up. And as a man, it's huge. Testosterone is huge for us because it makes us feel good. It makes us feel stronger. It makes us feel vigorous, Without testosterone, we're nothing, man. And I don't take any supplements, no vitamins. I take no testosterone, no growth hormone, no nothing. I just eat, I drink, I exercise. And when I mean drink, I drink water. I drink seltzer water. I don't drink any sodas. I haven't had sodas in months. I mean, I'd be lying if I say I didn't have a sip or something like that here or there. I drink a lot of unsweetened iced teas. But consistently, I drink black unsweetened iced tea or green unsweetened iced tea. I drink low calorie or 0 calorie iced teas or low calorie iced teas with low sugar. I drink a lot of water, but I drink it flavored because drinking water plain just kind of sucks. So that being said, guys, listen, this is very doable. I am down 82 pounds as of this morning, 199 pounds. I put on 5 pounds last Monday from the eating display I put on. Had 2.5 slices of pizza, the wings, the gelato, and I paid for it. But what I've realized in these last 5 months that my body's capable of doing, not only is it capable of putting on weight quickly, it's also capable of taking off weight quickly as well, because I've stayed consistent. Consistency is where it's at, guys. If you can stay focused on your plan and you go ahead and have a cheat day or have a meal, a cheat meal, don't do a cheat day, don't do a cheat weekend, don't do any of that crap. You are going to kill yourself by doing that. Have a meal, enjoy it. Don't overindulge, but enjoy the meal. If you want to have tacos, have a couple tacos, but don't go crazy. If you want to have something sweet and you want to have a slice of cheesecake or something like that, okay, a thin slice. Don't go crazy. Don't say, well, I beat your chest and go, I deserve this. Well, okay. But then get on the scale the next day after you're done deserving that. And then see what happens after that. It's going to be a motivation deflator. It's going to bring you down a bit. So, because you're going to put in all that work and then you're going to feel a little deflated. I'm not saying don't have fun, don't enjoy yourself, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do that. You want to have a beer, you want to have a glass of wine, you want to have some cake or some sweets or some tacos or burritos or whatever. Go ahead and do that. But maybe eat half a burrito. Maybe eat one taco and then have something else with it that's healthier. Make healthy options. It's not hard, guys. It's resisting temptation to go back to the way you were eating before. And your exercise, no days off. I take no days off. That's me. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't take any days off. But for me, I've been training for 150 days plus, no days off since June 12th. So do the math. I'm driving right now, so I can't really take my shoes off and count on my toes. But since June 12th, I started working out. June 13th, I changed my diet. And that's how I got to where I'm at. Perseverance, guys. Stay the pace. Work your program, and your program will work for you. So I'm proud of my results. My weight's coming back down. I think I'm going to take off a little bit more. I thought I was going to stop at 198, 199 when I broke 200. I think I'm going to take off a little bit more. Maybe get down sub 190. We'll see how that goes. I got a lot of skin hanging off the neck here, showing my age a little bit. When I was fat, I didn't have that. But that's fine. I'll take that. To me, that's victory. So, anyways, all right, guys. Well, hey, go after it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So, go kick some ass. All right, guys, have a great day.